Hey yo, I am live apparently. That means that I got to get rid of that glare. I forgot to get rid of that. Like, I love my room, comic book room, but that glare right there, crazy. Let me just pull up on the phone so I can see the chat in real time. Ooh, Big Lion Cat got an auction going on. I didn't know I was running into his auction, man. I'm sorry. Yo, I ain't got much to sell, so you guys just chilled me for a bit. I'm going to go over some stuff. I will not be offended if you switch back and forth between the auction and me. I might switch back and forth between the auction and me, because that's just how it is. I'm messing with you. I clearly won't leave my own stream. It is going well, Gray Man. Just dropped the plug out of my phone though. USB-C being uniformly round is an easy plug to drop. Though I like that it's becoming the universal kind of USB way to go. So, my friends joining us, I got three things going on. Oh, the postage is freaking crazy, my friend. Whereabouts in the UK are you from? I've got family in Kent, down in Raynham. Where else? Got a friend in London. Family mainly in Raynham, and then down on the East Shore, south of Hastings. One of those seaside communities, and I'm gonna remember the name of it. Something on sea, actually, but I can't remember right now. So London. All right, yeah, I've got a friend. I don't know where he is in London right now, but he's out and about somewhere. We're hoping to visit next year. Not this summer, but next summer. Hold on a second. I'm just gonna. Oh, wait, I'll do that. I just want to raise this up so that glare is not there, but that you can still see me happily. You see? Now you can get my head with. It looks more like a halo than glare. All right. So, what I'm looking for here is for somebody to help me out with Wolverine issue 96. And I will show you why in a moment. What I got going on here today is thought I'd go through full run of Wolverine. Where is it? No, not there. Just because I thought that'd be fun. And it's not a full run. It's not anywhere near a full run. It's the first 100, yeah, like a saint. First 100 issues of Wolverine. Stop it. I call this volume 1. I know other people don't call it volume 1. They call it volume 2. 4-issue limited series is not the first volume of something. So to me, this is the first volume. So without the glare, there's Wolverine 1. There is Wolverine 2. Oh, no. They're hiding from me. I got to put a marker here. There is Wolverine issue 3. Wolverine issue 4. A lot of these early ones take place on, is it Madripoor? One of these fake islands somewhere in the South Pacific where all sorts of criminal empires just exist and nobody stops them. But, Wolverine goes there and tells people what's what and what's up and gives the bad guy a bit of what for. So there's 5. There's 6. I think that guy's name is Roundhouse. Powerhouse, Rough House, something house. There's 7. It's that classic cover for Wolverine number 8. Love that cover. Who does that? I don't know who does that cover. Classic cover. There's 9. Much sought after minor key. 10. This is the first Wolverine Sabretooth battle. You'd think they've been battling for like eternity, but apparently not until 1988. Which, if you're young, might seem like an eternity ago. 11 and 12. This is not what I'm selling, Gray Man. I'm going to be selling some Spawn, some Die, some Wonder Woman, and then a mixed bag of stuff. I just thought that it looks kind of greedy if I just do a show where all I'm doing is selling. So I thought that I would mix it up. And I've been wanting to go through this. I like to do videos. I haven't had a time to do video in a while. 15 and 16 there. I'm getting to the $1.50 range, so we must be into like 1991 at this point. JB just showed that on JP on JP Budgets Collecting just showed this morning. Apparently that heated up recently, but whatever. It ain't no key, really. This is just classic Wolverine, though. Check this one out. That red background, they do all these crazy backgrounds. I love Miss Marvel. Yeah, she's one of my favorites. All these crazy, elaborate backgrounds, and just look how that pops. Even his claws, which are like a reddish brown or brick red, they pop against that. And this is Roughhouse. The other guy was not Roughhouse. This is who, in the first Wolverine movie, this is who Deadpool looked like, which is just really bizarre. They called him Deadpool, I think, but he was Roughhouse. Ooh. Oh, okay. I got two 19s. I see. I got a newsstand and a not newsstand. Number 19. There's 20. '21, which this looks exactly like, not exactly like, but you compare this to this cover of X-Men 7, which is supposed to be Omega Red and Wolverine, kind of like half and half. Very, very similar style. I thought that was kind of cool. Thing to note, a thing of note. I don't know what the right way to say that is. A thing of note, I guess. A notable thing. How about that? Getting into the 20s now. That was 21 and 22. I think I missed that side. 23, and now we're finally visiting Japan. For a lot of this series, he's not fighting Batman on 19. That would be very, very probably a major key. He's inviting Blue Beetle, Batman, somebody hooded in blue. I don't know. But that was a good eye. So 24, now he's gone to Japan. For a lot of this series, he was an undercover agent called Puck. And that's how he started off in Madripoor. And I'm not the expert on this series. I just remember some of it. I don't think I have read all of them. So you get like really great, cool artwork here. And then this 26 is one of the worst covers, I guess. I mean, that's just, I don't know. That looks silly to me. And then look at this, Jim Lee. Look at that. Look at that. That's just great. 27, and he's still in Asia, because they've got Asian lettering for 28. And that's a really cool, cool cover too. Patch, yes, Patch, not Puck. Thank you, Gray Man. 29, nice red X there. First major X. 30. Now, I don't know who does these covers. Chiarello. All right, there you go. So that Jim Lee was kind of like shot in the dark. They were cycling these guys through all over the place. That's why they all left to form Image. Because here's Silvestri on 31, and now 32. He's fighting against the blade of Yakuza. Nice little Silvestri cover too, coming out of the grave there. 33, and another one here in 34. You were getting Alpha Flight. Yeah, and it's not the first time I've made that mistake, and it won't be the last time. Little 35. Now we've got Guns, Lady Deathstrike. That's pretty cool. And I was talking about Guns over here. So for whatever reason, he now needs to use a massive artillery. Just because This is another great one. And this is another great, is that Silvestri? Another great Silvestri cover and a newsstand. Newsstand of $1.75. So we're into like 93, 94 here. Snaggletooth. Snagglepuss, Snaggletooth. No, Snaggletooth from Star Wars. There you go. 38 right there. Death in Venice. Apparently, there's a Death in Venice. This is the red writing on this one is on the bag, but Storm has appeared now in LCD. She becomes a character of across a few issues. And then there's this guy who's like Wolverine, but not Wolverine here. She's an android assassin, LCD, like LCD, but it's ELSIDEE, LCD. 41, this is, I think, this is a Cable, Sabretooth, and Wolverine kind of like battling three ways. And then 42, you've got Cable holding onto a helicopter, holding onto Wolverine, holding onto Sabretooth. Then you get all of a sudden total change. Like every single one has had this lettering, right? And then boom, look at that. That is another Silvestri cover. I didn't realize he did Wolverines this early. This is really cool. And it says 91, so maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. I didn't realize that was so early. Anyway, I got that in newsstand as well. Paired up here with the 43 newsstand. And now this I did not see. This is 45, featuring Sabretooth, Lady Deathstrike, and the Hunter from Darkness. I don't know, sort of looks like the Wendigo to me. But you know, the Hunter, the Wendigo. Throw as many characters as you can in there, and you're good. Mark Silvestri here, Sabretooth, Wolverine, and the Hunter. That's this G.I. Joe looking guy back here. Throwing up some 47. And then this next cover is kind of a shout out. 48. And all these Silvestri covers, it says Silvestri and green. I don't know if green is the colorist or what. I want to give due diligence, give credence to green as well. So that's kind of cool. It's like a little Weapon X homage. Not bad there. 49. Another angry Wolverine. His hair gets on edge when he's angry, man. The journey continues. If my life be a lie. Guest starring Jean Grey and Professor X. All right, I'm going to try to put these back in while I grab another bunch. And just for people who may not love Wolverine, I don't have all 300 issues in this run. Just doing the first 100, and I am almost exactly through the first 100 Wolverines. So if you're waiting for me to show you my haul or to buy something, I appreciate it. I do. But, you know, I wanted to put some content that was worthy rather than me being like, look, I got this for $2. Isn't it cool? Would you like to buy it for $5? Because there's nothing wrong with that. I do it all the time, but I thought I would add something else. Now, if I could just find 50. It's yellow. It's die cut. Shouldn't be hard to find. Boom. There we go. There we go. And we'll put our little marker. Where'd our marker go? We'll put a little marker there. Boom. So, you all familiar with the die cut? Gotta love some die cut Wolverine. Issue 50. Very cover. Not much happened. It's in Mylar, though, so it must be important. 51. Still got a nice newsstand here. Mystique shows up. 52. Bad hair day. I don't know. Does the bad hair precede the anger or follow from the anger? I don't know. It's a good question. 51. How did I got? Oh, this is not a newsstand. That's why I got an extra 51. 53. 54, a newsstand with Shatterstar. Oh, I'm sorry, 53 has Mojo, Time, Space, and Mojo 2. These are all characters I don't know because this is like 1992. I was a sophomore in college and I just was not reading comics then. I was still looking and checking them out from time to time, but I just wasn't like totally into them. Twice a month, I could not afford that much money. What, $1.75? So $3.50 twice a month. I could not afford that in college and still get beer and whatnot. So you got 54 and 55. The X-Men, the 90s X-Men, Jubilee and Gambit show up. And this is, I love the covers on this one too. I always thought that was pretty cool. Issue 57. Is that Silvestri? And that's Silvestri again, man. Silvestri just really knocked out of the park with these Wolverine covers. And now we got Jubilee and some mask guy. I don't know. Green guy in a mask. That's a totally different one. Is that supposed to be like a Terminator homage? I'm not even totally 100% sure. I don't know who the artist on that is for 59. Sabretooth has been on steroids this issue, though. Issue 60, and Sabretooth is using his steroids to attack Shiva, the goddess of death. 61. And now they're desperate to get people to buy. So 62, which is a newsstand, they have Sabretooth and Wolverine. But now they got to fight against this woman in the bikini and cape with a massive gun who says, "Die, mutants." Dun, dun, dun. At some point, 61, 62. There you go. I'm all confused. 63 is another newsstand. And all of a sudden, we are in to the old school uniform. I don't know when that started, but it looks pretty cool against that red background there. Issue 64. Gotta dig that. Whee. '65 through 80 coming up. Now, I love 65, and I've got a couple copies of this because this is an homage to X-Men 138 when Colossus leaves the X-Men after the death of Jean Grey, or before the death of Jean Grey, but he's upset about Jean Grey. Another newsstand, 66. We're still holding it at $1.75, so I don't think we are too far into the 90s. Maybe we are 93, 94 by now. I'm not totally sure. Let's see, 67. Soon we get into the Kuberts, which is just some great art as well. The artist on the covers of these is Tex. I don't know if that's Texera or who that is. We just signs his name or her name, Tex. Hold on a second. What's up, girl? All right, Nicholas, pause up, take her out and feed her, please. Issue 69, newsstand. Issue 69, not a newsstand, but issue 70, a newsstand. I guess I got doubles of any of these if I could find them in a newsstand as well. There's 71, and in 72, we are battling a Sentinel, which, you know, is always interesting to me because my original feeling of the Sentinels is that they were these massive, tall creatures, like 30, 40 feet tall. And then sometimes I see Sentinels in the comics where they're like 10 feet tall, just a few feet taller than humans or mutants. It's a little confusing. 73. And then 74, which is still a newsstand. We have, is it a newsstand? No, it's direct edition. We have this weird look on Wolverine's face, but he's saving Jubilee from something. I don't know what, but he's saving Jubilee. And now we've got the Fatal Attractions, the holograph covers. And then, I love this. Issue 76. No, it's not Adam Kubert. I thought it was. Lady Deathstrike. Wolverine. And I also have that one. in a beautiful newsstand edition. Here we go. Adam Kubert, my friend, issue 77. He just had this way, man. He had this something about him. He's a really nice guy, too, when I met him last year. Issue 78. And then Adam Kubert signed my issue 79, which is one of my all-time favorite Wolverine covers. It's just like this madness and anger, and the lettering overshadows like who he is. Biggie Shack is in the house. Biggie Shack, I'm on 79. I can back up and do 1 through 78 for you, or you no, I ain't gonna back up. You can watch the rewind. I'm selling some stuff and chatting, but Biggie, I am also out here showing Wolverine 1 through 100 with one missing issue, because I've got one missing issue and I want to know if anybody has it. It could send it to me. I'll make it worth their while. Can I do 80 through 100 here? I think I can. What is that? Is that 101? Let's see what I got here. So we got the Test Tube Baby issue.
Daddy?
Yeah.
Did I already feed Libby?
Tonight? No.
Okay, so I feel like I kind of do.
No. So this is pretty cool. This is, there's an X-23 written on a test tube. The authors say that had nothing to do with anything, but is obviously too much of a coincidence. Not that necessarily meant X-23 was in that test tube, but they clearly used the letter and name and number because it was cool. So I like that. And I like this. I've got it in a newsstand as well. And for good measure, I've got it again because why not have it one more time? Issue 81, direct edition. Now we're up to $1.95. We didn't go from 175 to 2. We went from 175 to 195. So we must be squarely in 1995 by now. 1994, it says. Marvel Ent Group Incorporated. I know it says that because I've got it on this newsstand, 1995. The way I look at it is, after I graduated high school in 89, 1990 is my cutoff. Before 1990, you're looking at newsstands being more common, and direct editions maybe being a bit better. After 1990, if you can find those newsstands, pretty cool. So 95 newsstand, definitely good. There's issue 82. That is another Adam Kubert. I am almost 100% certain, though I don't see his signature. If it's not Adam Kubert, I'll do nothing because I could be wrong. Snaggletooth. Yeah, there you go. Issue 83. And then Elsie makes another appearance. I think that's Elsie the Android, LCD, in issue 84. We have a Phalanx Covenant crossover in 85. And apparently I have 2 of them because I cannot help myself. Cheese and crow, stop buying comics, Ian. I don't know what's wrong with you. Now, here's my point. Everybody ready? You saw issue 1. You saw issue 2. You saw all the way up until issue 85. You saw 2 issue 85s. What you do not see here is issue 86. Why don't you see issue 86? I don't have issue 86. Anybody got an extra Wolverine 86 running around? When I was missing hey, Sleepy Reader, that's kind of the way I do it, and I could be totally off. I don't know specific numbers, but that's just kind of the way I envision it. Yeah, man, when I was missing like 30 issues, it was fun doing back issue diving to get Wolverine 1 to 100. Now I'm missing 86. And the chance of that being the one issue, even when you come across a bunch of Wolverines, I'd rather just get it. And I don't want to pay eBay prices or something. So there's 87, pretty cool. But then check out Adam Kubert on 88. Should have gotten him to sign that one too. I think he was charging. And then somebody said like that they saw him and they got like 6 signatures for the price of 1 or something. So I don't know. I got charged for my signature. And I don't begrudge him that. I'm just saying, that's why I didn't get him on all. I bought like 5 Wolverines and then I saw he was charging. I was like, I I give up. There's 89 and 90. This, my friends, brings us to 91. And now I'm super happy because I have 92 as a newsstand. So that's pretty cool. 93. Also a newsstand, as a matter of fact. And apparently along came Juggernaut. I didn't even realize that. 94. That's direct edition. 95. That's direct edition. I do not like the artwork on these. This North Star getting on Wolvie's butt, and there's Storm in that new uniform outfit. Don't love that either. Checking on the kid with the dog. I don't know what it looks like either because I don't have it. I can look it up. Thanks, Big. I appreciate it, man. And I'd buy it from you, but I'd much rather just give you an A-OK because that's how I like to do. Somebody needs something, I'm more than happy to get it for them. If I can even trade you like an 80 or a 50. I've got doubles and triples of those. So you let me know. All right. So 86 is the one I'm missing. There's 96. And here is where Kubert outdoes himself. Oh, wow. Did I go from, sorry, these are backwards. It's December of 96. There we go. What is that? 97. Did I show you 96? I want to keep track, make sure I got my numbers. There's 95 and 96. I did. Okay, so far I'm only missing 86. And I got 97. 98. 99. And then 100 came in a holofoil and a non-holofoil version, apparently. And you can barely see, with all the glare and reflection, you can barely see his skeleton there. And I just got a few more. 101, 102, looking kind of silly. But then 103, what the, oh, here it is. So this is not only is it the non-holofoil 100. I don't know why it's out of order. This is check it out. Wow, Biggie Shack coming with the knowledge. Hey, Stay Puff, how you doing? This is a newsstand. Newsstand 100. I'm pretty psyched for that. Now we're up to 295. So we're up to 1996 or 97. So now we're getting much rarer with newsstands. Stay Puff, I brought your package to the post office today. I put together an A-OK for you, and I didn't put it in a priority mailer because I thought being as light as it was, but it was going to be twice as much. So I brought it home so I can stuff it into a priority mailer to have my shipping costs in half. To cut my shipping costs in half, perhaps I'll say, to make that statement make more sense. So yeah, dude, I'm sorry. Been meaning to get that out for you for a while. I know you like hip hop. I know you like wrestling. So I got you a little hip hop comic, a little wrestling comic, and I got you a whole bunch of those YoMTV rap cards. Nothing big, just my way of saying thank you for all you do on Instagram Sunday mornings. Make my day. 103, 104, and now, I mean, the artwork is just, I mean, it's not bad. I can't draw or lick, but it's not artwork that I'm loving. Right now we feel like we're fully in the 90s style. 105, is that 105? Yep, 105. But then look here, man. We're back to a beautiful Adam Kubert. Just gorgeous. I mean, compare, like, I don't know, compare these two, right? Look how little this has and how great it is. And look what they do on this. And it's just like, why go with this, like, kids cartoony, just so many characters where you've got this gorgeous, gorgeous Adam Kubert ability here. Yeah, I don't know, man. And then 104, 105, just showed you those. I think I got up this far. 106, which is again Adam Kubert. And finally 107. So X-Men 86 Warpath on the cover with Wolverine. That is oh, good. Stay puff. I can't wait. That is the end of my Wolverine. I mean, I got tons of other Wolverine comics, but in terms of my 1 through 100, my missing 86, that's what I got. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Never hurt to have a little Wolverine action. I think that I grew up loving Wolverine and the X-Men just because, you know, as a kid, you kind of identify with, like, not that I'm a mutant with healing power and an adamantium skull, but I identify with this idea that, like, okay, the X-Men are these good people, but now there's this guy who's willing to do that extra bit to serve justice, and that's Wolverine. I'm the best at what I do, but what I do isn't pretty. And just that line, you know, I fell for it hook, line, and sinker. Livy, did you feed her?
Yeah.
So she's just bugging out because she's crazy? Oh, okay. You're a good girl. You want to sit? I wish I could show you the people. I could show. Oh, she's going away. Livy. There she is. You probably didn't see any of that. All right, let's get to it. Went by my LCSs today. Did a little hunting. Not much out there. I was out the other day, but found a couple books that I was excited about, some of which I'm going to turn around and try to sell in a minute because they don't mean much to me. They were good to find for the price I found. Grabbed this one for $1, I think. If you're a Batman fan, you might know what this is. This is the first Tim Drake in the classic Robin uniform. So this is like a minor Batman key, a mid Batman key, $10 Batman key. So I was excited to find that. Found a shop that had a bunch of comics just half off cover. So Green Man tired of him pretty quick. Sweetie, you're okay. You really are. You're okay. So apparently this is the first totally awesome Hulk. Like, I guess Amadeus Cho, I didn't read this right because I've got Amazing Fantasy 15 from volume 2. They only show Amadeus Cho. They don't show him like Hulk out in that. So this is the first totally awesome Hulk, which I did not know. And this, In the Grips of Fing Fang Foom, this is the first appearance of Kid Kaiju and the first appearance of Fing Fang Foom since the Golden Age. He's a Golden Age character. As a kid who grew up loving Star Wars, I've always loved this cover. Just a beautiful cover. Nothing much special there, and I already own it. I really dig this Bendis and Pacelli storyline, Sitting in a Tree. Where does it say? Somewhere down here. Sitting in a Tree. This is part 5. It ran over Spider-Man and another couple of titles, but it's just about like a little friendship, not quite relationship between Gwen and Miles. And I thought that was pretty cool. I think I was missing this one. I might just go and look at my comics and be like, oh, you idiot, you have that. It happens, right? All right. Bam. What if Wolverine was Lord of Vampires? I don't really think much would happen. I don't think it would matter. I think they were running out of ideas, but still selling what ifs. I've been buying them on the cheap if I can find them, just because I think they're kind of cool to have and they're fun. I don't know why we've got Watcher, Morbius, and Doctor Strange up here. Well, I guess Morbius is a vampire, Doctor Strange is not, and the Watcher is not. Uatu. Speaking of vampires, though, pick this one up for $1. This great Gabriel Del Otto cover. This kind of is a retelling of the origin of Morbius. This is a hot book right now. Psyched to get that. Green Lantern. Really psyched to pick this up because this is the beginning of the Blackest Night storyline. This is the first in the Blackest Night storyline. What is wrong with you? Come here, Livy. She doesn't bug out like this usually. Livy, hey. You're going to break the picture frame. Are you shaking? No. So what is wrong? Did she poop?
No.
All right, take her out one more time since she just ate. Sorry about that, guys. Also, grab this Batman Zero Year. So between the Darkest Night and the Zero Year,
Libby,
I was pretty sure I'd seen most of the stuff on the DC side. But then, now I have had a few copies of this, and I have certainly sold a few. Gray Man, you're right. Man, you are bringing the knowledge today. Stuff that my brain has forgotten. You're absolutely right. Thank you for pointing that out. Now I feel kind of dumb again. Sorry about that. So yeah, you're absolutely right. Don't know why Strange and Morbius were there unless it was a vampire connection. But this is the comic that I've wanted to start collecting, and it's really funny. I was watching one on eBay that was going at $12. I'm like, if I can get that for under 20, I will. And then, as happens, you're doing something and you're not there when eBay the auction closes. You've been watching it for 6 days and then you missed the bid. So I was like, oh darn, I could have gotten that. It went for like 14. And I think this is a legitimate $30-$40 book. And I think this will go up when the Miss Marvel TV series comes out. But I got it for $3. So I'm pretty darn happy. If you're not familiar, this is the second cover appearance of Miss Marvel in the Miss Marvel outfit. This is the first story of Miss Marvel. So I've done this before, but I'll hit them up again. Captain Marvel 14 is the first cameo. It looks nothing like her. Some people say it was retro conned as being Miss Marvel. Some people say it wasn't. I've heard both from certain authors involved. And so I'm not going to make any speculation. Captain Marvel 17 had a full page of who dat? I'm just going to try to sell a bunch of stuff right now, and if it doesn't sell, I will gladly auction join you tomorrow. That sounds awesome. Thanks for the invite. Let's see how I do. So yeah, super psyched to get this. It's Captain Marvel 17. There's a full page appearance of her with, you see her uniform in the closet and you see her muscles ripping up her clothes. Then they did the second print of Captain Marvel 17, and that had her on the cover in the uniform. So that's the one that's really hard to get. That's the most expensive comic I have bought to date. I won't say how much because that's just silly, but yeah, I don't spend big money on comics a lot. I spent big money on this. And then this one came out about a month after the one I just held up, and she's on the cover again, and she also has an actual story in here that was written by G. Willow Wilson, who then goes on to write her for the first 2 volumes of Kamala Khan. So pretty psyched for that. What does this one say? This is February of 2014. And then I think this is March of 2014. And then the regular print of this was January or December of 13. And then Captain Marvel 14 was going back like till October of 2013. If any of y'all care, I don't actually know that you do, but if you do, if you don't know, well, now you know. All right. So some of those books I was planning on selling. Some of them I was not. So I'm just going to make a little pile of sellers. It is. I'm keeping that one. I'm keeping that one. I'm keeping that one. Now I'm counting 4 people in here. So I when I do this, I don't do auctions. I just show books, and somebody wants them. They can just say they want them, and the first person to say they want them gets them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let me take one out because I can't fit that much in a thing. Do I want that? Yeah, I'll take that. No, I'll take that one out because, oh gosh, now I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do now. I'm going to take that one out, I think, and keep that because I only have 2 of those and I got 6 or 7 of the others. All right, so this is a $25 lot that includes shipping. If you want it, be the first person to write $25 in the in the comments. It's as simple as that. If you're interested, just write the number 25. I'll tell you that Marvel .1 is not in this, so don't think that you need to pull the trigger because of that comic, because that's not there. But in this one, we have that Batman 442, first appearance of Tim Drake in the classic Robin costume. Again, this is sell it as is lot. You get everything that's here. I'll go through them one at a time. There's 10 books, $25 shipping. If you want it, just let me know. Boom. You got that Totally Awesome Hulk, #1, first appearance of Amadeus Cho as the Totally Awesome Hulk. You got the first appearance of Kid Kaiju and the first appearance of Fing Fang Foom out of the Golden Age. You've got this beautiful cover. I don't know who does this one, of Star Wars #1 from Jason Aaron. Hey, who dat? Got to work on a Saturday. Sorry, bud. You got this beautiful Gabriel Del Otto Morbius. This is, as I was saying, brain hurts. Origin of Morbius, and it's just a beautiful Gabriel Del Otto Morbius cover. Obviously, there's a lot of Morbius interest these days. You get the first Blackest Night. You get the first Zero Year. You get the first cameo of Domino as Copycat, or Copycat is Domino, or I don't know. Copycat is Domino, but there's also a cameo of the real Domino. There's something with Domino in here. You get this X-Men Omega Red Jim Lee cover from X-Men 7. That is Jim Lee, right? Yep, that's Jim Lee. And if you're interested in this lot, just write down 25. Poor Man's Comics is here, and you can choose, because I can only fit 10. I'll either throw in Bitch Planet 1 or Toxic Avenger #1 if you're interested in that lot. Just like I said, throw up a little $25, and I will ship that to you post-haste, meaning not till Monday. Do not pay this guy. Do not pay this guy. Make sure you pay this guy if you're interested in the lot. I just have those left over. Did she poop?
No, but I think she needs water because she's digging the floor and trying to get water out.
Pour her water bowl out in the sink and then refill it.
Okay.
Try that. All right. This next one is a 4-book, $20 lot. $20 shipped. Just 4 gorgeous covers. 2 of them are variants, 2 of them are not. Starts off with David Finch and his wife Meredith coloring. I think are they ink and penciler or inker and colorer? I'm not sure. Wonder Woman 36. Wonder Woman Rebirth from Art Germ. This is the first in the Wonder Woman Rebirth line. Another Art Germ, 51. And then Frank Cho on the Rebirth one-shot variant. So if you're interested in that lot, throw up your 20, and I'll throw you out that lot. This next lot, shipping, I'm saving up for everything, man. You know, I think my next big purchase is going to be that Bubblegum Miss Marvel, the Miss Marvel 2 Jorge Molina variant, the 1 in 50 that's like $600-700, or the Black Widow Smoking Gun Hans variant. It just came down in a 9.2 to 200 on eBay. One of those two. One of those two. So this lot is a Spawn lot. I think there's 20 books, $50 shipped. Starts off with Spawn Bible, which is like a $10 book on its own. If you watched me yesterday, you don't want me going on about how awesome this cover is. Spawn #4, but this is an awesome cover. Do not underestimate how cool this cover is. Spawn #5.
Daddy, you're right. That's what you wanted.
Okay. Spawn 6. Thank you, Nicholas. The Arsenal of the Spawn 7. Not Sum Sum, no. Don't need any Sum Sum. Send me a picture on IG what you're talking about for Black Widow or Miss Marvel. The bubblegum variant is her blowing a bubble standing on top of a building. Not Sum Sum, but let me see what Sum Sum you're talking about. #8. You're interrupting an auction, man. Number 11, number 15, newsstand. Number 16, first Greg Capullo. Number 25, newsstand. Sorry about the glare. Number 26, newsstand. Not newsstand, just 26. Number 29, 33, 36. I love this one. This is an homage to the work he did on Hulk 340. That's 38 or 37. There's 42. There's 45. You might have seen this lot yesterday. I just added 45 and 47 to them today because I got those cheap. 47, 52, and then this next one, oh my God, is Greg Capullo on 132. Love that as well. Nobody's interested in buying my comics. That's okay. I get to keep them with me for another day. I rhymed. I love the rhyme. It's all good time because I love the rhyme. Who dat? Looks like I'll be on your auction tomorrow. Let's see. All right. Now, this next lot, I'm probably not talking to the right group of people here. I don't mean like there's anything wrong with you. I mean, I don't think this is stuff that you're all into, but we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong and maybe you are. If you are interested in dye, if you love dye, then this is the lot for you more than any other lot that's ever been. This lot is going to go for $150 shipped. I think that's probably asking about fair value. We'll see. I guess fair value is what somebody's willing to pay. There's die number 1, first print, perfect condition. There's cover B to number 1, signed by Jamie McKelvey, the cover artist, and Kieran Gillen. This has a problem. This is like the only one. It's probably the corner. You can see a start of a crease there. The rest of that will press out. Well, there is number 1. There is the MSCLE variant limited to 500 of number 1. There is the second printing of number 1. Skip the third printing. Who wants third printings? There's the fourth printing of number 1. And there is the fifth printing of number 1. There is the A and B cover for number 2. There is the second printing. Sorry, fourth printing. Wow, we skipped a lot. Oh, because they're out of order. Never mind. There is the second and third printing for number 2. And the fourth printing for number 2. There is the Jen Bartel B cover for number 3. There is the second and third printing for number 3. Like I said, this is a lot for die fans specifically. There is the A and B for number 4. There is the second printing of number 4. So they went to second printings all the way up through issue 6, I believe. There is the gorgeous David Mack, number 5. There is number 5. I can't remember who did that one. Oh, Stephanie Hans. Duh. Of course I know who did that one. This is from Rad Raptor Comics. It's number 6. It's a virgin variant of number 6, limited to 500. This is number 99 out of 500. And then this is the second printing for. Oh, sorry, those are out of order. This is the second printing of 5. And then there's the virgin variant for 6. Then there is issue 6, A and B, Peach Momoko, Stephanie Hans. Don't know why Hans is in the back of that one. Issue 7. Issue 8. issue 9, and issue 10. These are all doubles or triples of mine. I think that we'll do $125 for that lot if anybody out there in Interestedville is interested. If not, that's okay. I don't mind. I got plenty of room. No, I don't. I've got room to put them away and leave them out for another day. That's all I got for you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for going through Wolvie. If you just got here, I went through Wolverine 1 through 100, missing 86 because I don't have issue 86. And I'd love to find issue 86. So I got Wolverine 1 through 100 complete. Went over some recent pickups, and showed off the books that I'm trying to sell so I can buy more books. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody. I appreciate it. I will talk to you soon. Have a great day.